What's up, everybody? Doing a video talking about May goals, setting some goals. Really, it's to get everybody thinking like a professional and what it means to be a professional. We always do the ticker recaps. We always do what's the next big trade. At the end of the day, it helps some people when we find those tickers and the next big trade. But if you haven't learned how to do this professionally, you catch that trade, you just give it back. Why did everybody give back too much after last August, right? It blew up in September, October. Why did everybody give back in 4 to 6 weeks of chop at the end of February and March? Because they didn't have any plans. They didn't have a professional mindset. Remember, whether you're trading full-time or you're part-time, casual investor, whatever it is, this is your business. And just like any entrepreneur that opens up a business, the amount of work that they put into it, the amount of planning is reflected on the results. If I open up a business and I have a shop, brick and mortar, and my door opens, if I didn't do the work, no customers coming in, I ain't gonna make money. In this business, if we don't do the work to understand really what it takes to be a professional, to be able to do this in the next 5 years, 10 years, to take that professional mindset, you gotta plan the entire time. If you work for a company or if you've worked for a company, you've had the opportunity to sit through business plans, you had the opportunity to sit through target setting goals, you know what it takes. You got to set the goal, and then you got to take the steps to get towards that goal. You can't just show up every day. What's the next trade? Let me go over here and see what's Rick's trading. What's this guy's trading? What's Twitter saying today? What's Wall Street Bet saying today? No. It's not going to work because you'll find some trades, but ultimately you'll give the gains all back. You're not going to have the professional mindset, and you're going to be all over the place, all over the place. So let's talk about setting some goals for yourself. For me, let's start in May. The trading month is about to start. Today is May 1st. Let's move forward from here. Let's take this next step together to being professional, being a professional trader. So it's labeled May goals. And then we'll move on. We'll talk about June goals. And we'll continue to go on as we continue to develop our trading journey together, as we go on this journey together. So first and foremost, you need to understand and reflect that this takes time, right? This job takes time. And if you're doing it part-time, casually, long-term investor, whatever it is, then you got to understand it's going to be a long approach to get to where you want to go. Most people that come into this business, what do they think you're going to be? A day trader, right? Last year, everybody wanted to become a day trader. Day trader is a label, but a trader, right? You want to trade for a living. A couple of weeks, a couple of big trades. You learn some technical analysis. Maybe you learn some fundamental analysis. You think you're ready to do this full time for the rest of your life. And then you realize it doesn't work that way, right? There's a lot of hard steps along the way. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a teacher, you want to be an accountant, you want to be an architect, you want to be a construction manager, whatever it is, a business owner, whatever it is. It takes time to get there. Most of it, you got to go to school, you got to learn, you got to get your education, and then you got to go practice in the real world. Like, think about a doctor. What do they do, right? You go to university, then you go to medical school. Then after medical school, you go and become, is it a fellow? I think you start off as a fellow, right? Resident, and then along those steps, right? It takes years, so many years to finally become, hey, you're in charge. You got your own practice or whatever. And in order to do that, that's talking about making 300, 400, 500 plus K a year. Traders want to come in here and make 300, 400, 5K after putting in 2 weeks of work. 3 weeks of work, 6 months of work, a year of work, 2 years of work. Guess what? This work's never going to end. But as long as you understand that and you're putting in the steps that you need to take to continue to evolve, to continue to grow as a trader, you could get there and do this for a living, for a very long time. But it's going to take years. 6 months or a year of watching technical analysis videos is not enough. It's okay it's one thing to learn technicals, right? It's one thing to learn technicals. Psychology is another thing. Fundamentals is another thing. Multi years of going through trials and tribulations to finally get to that point where you've got it. You're still going to lose. There's still going to be losses along the way, but you're going to be constantly profitable, because you did everything and you understand that these losses are inevitable. Losses are going to happen. Not all trades are good. What happens is when we always focus on the next trade and the next trade is a loser and you didn't do any of the professional steps prior to that loser, you're devastated and then you quit. You can't handle it. So we need to take the steps first. We got to take these steps to understand along the way. This is going to take time. But through these videos that we could do together and the journey we could take together, we'll get you there. That's the goal. This is going to take time. This is not by GME, if you get those are going to come. Like those scenarios will present themselves. But it's not the reality, it's once in a lifetime scenario that a scenario like that happens. Think about it. Let me take the professional approach. Understand this is going to take a lot of time. And those trades will appear. And when they appear, you bank on them because you're mentally prepared. You've set yourself up. Reflect on where you were 6 months ago, 6 years ago, whatever it is, how long you've been trading, where you are today. Reflect on that journey. Where you started, how it went, what went wrong, what went well, where you got to today. Don't reflect on, oh man, I gave back this amount of money. Oh, that trade. Don't reflect on that. Reflect on why. Why did it happen? Why did you make that money? Why did you lose that money? What you did, not what the stock did, not what a short report did or a news event did or something, whatever it is. Reflect on what you did, how you handled it. And I'm talking about from an emotional level. Those dollars, the ups and the downs. Also reflect on your education, how far you've come along the way. If you just started watching these videos in the past year, right? Think about how far you've come in terms of your technical analysis. Now, where do you plan on going? Think about it. What's the plan? Is the plan just show up next week, look for the next trade? What's the plan? Where do you want to be a year from now? Then think about 5 years from now. Now, if you have a vision, your plan is, hey, I want to make $1 million. Okay, what do you got to do to make $1 million? What are the steps you need to take? I need to learn this. I need to read these books. I got to understand a little bit more about fundamentals. I got to join a trading group. I got to find a mentor. What are the steps that you got to take? Break it down. What's it going to take to get to that end goal of where you're trying to arrive at a year from now? Don't set something like 5-10 years and not have something shorter, because the 5-10 years, the next 3 months are going to be like, that's not happening. No, set some shorter goals along the way. So if you're going to have a yearly goal, and let's just say you said your yearly goal is to make, and I'm using monetary scenario here. It doesn't need to be. Your yearly goal could be to say, hey, I'm going to learn Elliott wave, or I'm going to learn fundamental analysis, or I'm going to learn how to be a scalp trader versus swing trader. It's something, whatever it is. Break it down then into the monthly, right? So you can track how you are doing towards the goal you're trying to get to. Next step I want you to do is cleanse. What does that mean? Cleanse everything that is not helping you right now. Everything that is hurting you. Everything that you feel is not uplifting you. If you're going on to a stock board that all you're hearing is negativity or pumping and just, it's not really benefiting you, get rid of it. If going on Twitter is causing too much confusion for you, this person's got this opinion, this person's got this opinion, I don't like it, I don't understand which one to follow, cleanse it, get rid of it. If you're surrounded by people that are saying you can't do this for a living, I knew you were going to fail, you're not, they're kind of happy that you made money and then you lost money. You're like, oh, how's it going now? The stock market's choppy. Get rid of them. They're not here for you. They want to see you fail. Cleanse everything that is not supporting you achieve what you're trying to do. If it's bringing you down, if you wake up every morning, you check your phone, and you the first thing you read or you see is giving you, here we go again. That feeling, cleanse it. Don't do it. Don't do it tomorrow morning. Get rid of it. If the other person in your life, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, husband, wife, side dish, partner, whatever, is not there to support you, and motivate you, don't show them this video, get rid of them. Okay? What's important to you? We got one life to live. Let's live it fulfilled with happiness, with what we want to do. Now, I mean, you shouldn't go divorce your wife or your husband or whatever, right? Like, you married this person, but you get the point. Have a conversation with them. Tell them, I need you to be supportive because I can't do this with more pressure on me from the outside. Maybe you could help me do this in a way, right? Cleanse the negativity out. Because there's going to be enough trades out there that go wrong to give you the negativity, right? That you're going to have to deal with, that you'll be prepared to deal with as we continue to go through this journey together. But you don't need more negativity around you. We have enough in the world out there. Everything out there is negative, right? Nowadays. We don't need that. Let's show up here. Let's have fun. Let's have good spirits. Let's be excited. That's how I am. I know there's a lot of crap going on out there, but I've always been a positive person. I always try to find the laugh, the good time, be happy, and find my way through it. Fight my way through it. Do the same thing. Cleanse the crap that's around you out of your life. You don't need it. When you're a teenager, you think you need all these people, all this stuff, right? You need nowadays you need the Instagram likes, you need the followers, you need subscribers, whatever it is, right? You need all that stuff. You don't. Right? That's why I don't promote. That's why I don't pump. That's why I don't do any of those things. Whoever comes, they come, they join. The only thing I ask you to do is give a thumbs up to this video. That's it. Understand what's important to you. Okay? What's important to you right now as you go through May? Is May important to you that you make X amount of dollars, or you start changing some certain behaviors? Or is it that you learn, I need to learn this month? What's important to you this month? Actually, no. What is it? What's important? If it's important that you stop losing or you continue to build on where you were, okay, that's great. Put it down. Grab a whiteboard, write it on your whiteboard. This is what's important to me this month. So when you're sitting here in your next trade and there's a red candle or there's a green candle, you remember what's important to you this month. You haven't lost sight of what your goal is. Be realistic. Everything we do in trading should be realistic. Most people are unrealistic. They don't want to lose any trades. They want to make $1 million in 2 months. They want to retire before the age of 30. All this stuff. They're not realistic goals. You have to have a realistic mindset. You want to come in and make 10 trades on Monday, 10 trades in and out, and not feel exhausted and win 9 out of the 10 trades and be profitable every day. You're not being realistic. All your goals, all your objectives should be realistic. Nothing should be so far that you've raised the bar way too high. Don't do that, because then you're going to set yourself up for failure. Don't have goals that are too small. Hey, I'm trading with $100,000. My goal is to make $100 this week. Well, then you got no ambition. Like, have some ambition, but make sure that it's realistic. Reflect daily. And I promise you, it's like when people talk about meditate, exercise, laugh, have fun, all that stuff. The reflection daily has helped me so much in terms of my life, where I'm going, what I plan to do, and in trading. How did I trade today? Did I trade like an asshole? Did I trade like a fart in the wind? Did I trade like a rock star, a pop star? Right? I reflect on what I did well and what I didn't do well. And in my scenario now, I always reflect on how I'm doing with the community, how I'm doing with the people that are watching these videos. What am I doing differently to help people evolve? Versus, let's go find the next trade. That's what I'm doing this video. I'm reflecting on, what do people really need right now? They need to understand, shit, man, you got to be a professional in this. You can't just show up every day trying to copy the next trade, right? That's not what it is. Reflect daily. And when you reflect, it's not just like, oh man, that trade didn't work out. No, it's not about the trade. It's like, what did you do? How did you handle it? You scouted the trade. You had a plan. Did you follow your plan? Did you oversize? Did you get FOMO? How did you manage your emotions? Hope, fear, greed, regret. Reflect daily. I put the reflection thread in fit every day. Some people, they get in there every day. Some people never get in there, right? And I promise you, those that are reflecting every day, it's going to go a long way. It's going to go a long way. It did for me. Find a partner. Whether you're in a trading group, whether you're at fit, whether it's your loved one, find somebody to be there that you can lean on to either give you some support, give you some feedback, push you, encourage you, all of it. You don't want that somebody that's just going to be a shoulder to cry on, right? You don't want that. You don't want to be somebody like, oh, that sucks, that didn't work. You don't want that. You want to have somebody that, ideally it's another trader. Ideally it's another trader, so they understand what you're going through. If they don't understand what you're going through, then you need to give them in advance the questions that they should be asking you. So it's not just you go to them, they cry and like, oh baby, you'll do better next time and all this stuff. No. You need someone to challenge you. And another trader is great. If you find a partner, a trader, you say, listen, here's our goals for me. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hold each other accountable. So that when something goes well, you could celebrate it. Great. The celebration is great, but why did it go well? Why are we celebrating? Right? Let's make sure we understand the why, what worked. Because sometimes you're celebrating because things went well and you don't even know, like you're just kind of fluking it, man. Like, hey, every trade you take on, it's a 50-50%. It's a 50-50 win or lose. So sometimes people are winning. They don't even know why they're winning. Right? So you want to make sure you do proper, good reflections with your partner. Might be one partner, it might be a couple. If you have a little bit of a group, that's great. Don't add too many people into that circle. Too many people in that circle, too many opinions, too much, Find somebody that you could trust, you could lean on. That is going to support you, but it's also going to challenge you. Because you need to be challenged. You made money? Great. How? Why? What was your plan here? What the hell? You entered on an evening star candlestick. Wow, you're celebrating because it gapped up the next day. Great, but you made a terrible entry. Find somebody that'll tell you that. Hey, that's great that you made $5,000 on that trade. Guess what? You do that next time, you're going to lose. You do that 9 out of 10 times, you're going to lose. Find somebody that'll tell you that. And then you look at the chart, you say, oh, okay. Right? That's good feedback. That's an honest answer. That's what you want. Invest in yourself this month, in May. Invest in yourself. Watch some more videos. Watch educational videos. Doesn't mean from me, right? Anybody that you believe is honest and doing good work. Buy a book, trading book, or a psychology book, or, do meditation. Go to the gym. Sign up with a trading group. Sign up for a subscription newsletter on trading. Whatever, something. Invest in yourself this month. Think about the investment. Will it pay dividends into my trading? Going to the gym, is there a direct correlation to paying dividends to your trading? It's going to help take your mind off of it a little bit. It's going to relieve some stress. It's going to build some energy levels. That will pay dividends, right? So think about investing in yourself, whatever it is going to be. Maybe you want to buy that book. You want to go buy Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. You want to buy, some trading book, whatever it is. Invest in yourself this month. Do it. Don't wait. Do it today. Set goals and create a business plan. A true business plan. Okay, my goal is this year I want to make $100,000. Okay, I'm talking theoretically for you. You want to make $100,000. So, each month that means I'm going to have to make, what is that, 8,000 change. Okay, I got to make 8,000 change a month. How am I going to do that? How much money am I starting off with? I'm starting off with $50,000 and I want to make 100. So you want to make 200% this year? Good luck. Okay. I mean, it can happen, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not realistic. Set realistic goals and create a business plan. So business plan, you want to make $100,000, right? Here's what I'm going to do. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take these steps along the way. I'm going to learn this technical analysis. I'm going to understand this part of the psychology that's really holding me back. I'm going to reflect daily. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch recap videos every day. I'm going to take on more educational videos. I'm going to join a group. I'm going to buy this book, whatever it is. I'm going to only trade these types of setups each day. I'm going to come in. I'm going to put in 3-4 hours at the charts while the day is open. I'm not going to sit here for 8 hours, whatever it is. You indicate it. Put it down. Create that business plan step by step. The KISS simple. The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid, right? You want to be able to say, these are the bullet points and I'm checking them off as I go along the way. Otherwise, you're just showing up and here we go. Let's see what happens today. Oh, this stock is moving. Let's go trade this stock, right? And then you don't really have a plan in terms of what you're trying to achieve. Understand luck. Understand it, okay? This is what I talked about finding a partner. Understand that sometimes you were just lucky. Sometimes you were unlucky. That's what it is sometimes. Understand it. This scenario, did it happen? Did I get lucky? Or did I really earn it? Did I get unlucky and I should have earned it? Understand it. Because sometimes people get lucky and they continue to try and do the same thing. They continue to try and do the same thing and it stops working, it stops working, it stops working. You didn't understand what you were doing in the beginning was just luck. A lot of people did that, and that's why they end up at Fit or other places, because they realized what they did in the beginning was just luck. Understand it. Or are you just getting lucky right now? Did you buy Doggy Coin and Doggy Coin? Is it Doggy Coin or Doja Coin? I think it's Doggy Coin, right? And it went up 3,000%. Did you know what you're doing? You're just trading some meme stock and you got lucky. Understand that. It's okay. Make the money. Understand it was lucky. And now do some work. Put in the work to protect that luck. And next time, hey, you know what I mean? You avoid getting unlucky. Hope, fear, greed, regret. This is a constant. It's always going to be there. Some of these are always going to be there. Understand your hope, fear, greed, regret. You need to get in control of those 4 emotions. Which one is hurting you the most? What are the 2 that are hurting you the most? Generally, it's fear. People have a fear of losing after getting, beat up in a choppy market, or they have fear of missing out, right? And you can't stand the stocks moving without you. They have regret. They sold the stock and the stock continued to go up. Well, you had no trade plan. If the stock continued to go up and you sold, what was your trade plan? What was the reason for selling there? It was a great reason for selling there, but did it start to sell? Did it start to give you a reversal signal? Or did you just take it because you were looking at your P&L, right? Oh, I'm up $10,000 here. I got to take this. I don't want it to fall and become 9,000. Why? This thing, it's not giving you a sell signal. It may go up 50,000. It may go up 100. Be in control of that hope, fear, greed, regret. Which one is hurting you? Okay, this one is hurting you. What do you got to do to not let it hurt you further? It's ultimately going to come back down to trading plans. But you got to reflect on those hope, fear, greed, regret. Every trade you take on, there's something. There's always something that you could have done a little bit better, but your emotions messed you up. Happens to me. It's always going to happen, but you want to be in better control of it so you don't let it affect you so much. Why do I use stop losses? Why do I get out of a trade when I see a red flag signal? So I'm not going to have the regret that I ignored what I saw, right? And I'm not just going to hope that it recovers. Oh, man, this looks like it's invalidating what I thought was going to happen. I hope it bounces back, Let me just see. Ooh, collapse, right? You wouldn't want that. You want to be in control of the hope, fear, greed, and regret. 40 to 60 emotional scale. I talk about it. You understand it. You know it. For those that don't, RSI is a 30 to 70 scale. 30 being oversold, 70 being overbought. Stocks are always best when they're at that 60 to 70, right? They're hanging up in that zone. But we're talking about 40 to 60 emotional scale. Never falling below 40, thinking you're the worst trader in the world and you have so much regret and you're giving back too much. Or being over 60, you think you're the greatest trader in the world and you're euphoric. We're going to have those emotions when things are going really well. Of course. We're going to feel great. We're going to dance. What day is it? I'm going to be popping champagne bottles. That's natural. But we understand when we get into our next trade or we're watching a trade that this is not time to just, hey, I'm going to start oversizing. I'm going to start trading everything that's moving. Every time, the same message I give people when they show me these big wins that they have, Where's your high low from here? How are you going to protect these gains? How are you not going to trade like you're a rock star for everything now because you made all this extra money? You know how hard it was to make that money? Don't take it for granted. That 40 to 60 scale is so important because a lot of times you're going to be near that 40 and you have to avoid getting below 40. That means, hey, things aren't working out as well as they were before. Let me scale back here. Let me not take a trade today. Can you imagine that? A trader not taking a trade every single day. Oh my God, imagine. I didn't take a trade on Friday. I think there was 2 days this week I didn't take a trade. Imagine. You're a trader though. Like, aren't you going to trade something today? Why? Well, what's here to trade? I'm going to catch a couple of bips. That's not going to do much for me. I want to see something notable that I could trade, that I could say, hey, there's going to be a big trade in here versus trying to catch every pivot on 30-minute candles. 40 to 60. Understand. You control it. The market doesn't control it. You control it. If the market's giving you choppy signals, take a break. Chill. You don't got to trade every day. Relax. Wait till you see something that says, man, look at this. DNMR. It's getting smashed. This is a bounce. It's coming. Right? Whatever it is, there's always something. Always something that pops up. Marathon, not a sprint. Don't trade every trade like you gotta smash it. You don't. You might see a beautiful setup. It's a juicy A+ setup. You have a full trade plan for it. You might make $1,000 out of it. That's what it might give you. If you get this return out of it, it gives you, hey, it goes bigger, 10,000. Great. Wow, this thing went parabolic. You didn't even see that coming. Boom. We let it mature. You follow the trade plan. Now it becomes 100,000. That's amazing. But if you trade every trade to make $100,000, guess what? You're going to take a lot of big losses along the way. And it doesn't matter how much money you have. Trust me, a big loss hurts. A big loss hurts. My biggest loss for April was, I'm losing sight of it now. I think it was $14,000 trying to short QQQ. I think that's what it was. I'd have to double check that. $14,000. It's not going to make a major dent in my account. That's because I've been trading for a long time and I've grown that account. So it's not, hey, look at me. But it still hurts. You know, I still sit there and say, man, could have done a little bit better. But if that was a $140,000 loss, then I'm doing this. I'm trying to sprint. I'm trying to sprint to X amount of dollars. No, don't do it. Let the big trades run. Because the big trades, like my standard size, option trades, 5, 10, 25. That's it. I don't go bigger than 25. There's been 1 or 2 I've gone bigger, like 50. But that's it, right? I could go 6 figures plus every option trade. I could, but what the hell am I doing? This thing, one candlestick, boom, right? Look what happened to Uber on Friday. Or was that Thursday? That one news candlestick, boom, drops you down 30%. Wow, I just lost 30K on that one candlestick like that, and now I've got to react to this? Don't do it. Don't put yourself in those scenarios. Proper risk management to ensure you understand this is a marathon, not a sprint. A doctor doesn't become a doctor, lawyer, architect, business owner, whatever it is, school teacher. They don't do these things to that, hey, I'm going to retire in 1 year. Right? You played the lottery to do something like that. This is not the lottery. This is real world. This is money. This is algos, computers, traders, banks, insiders. They all know more. They have more. They have more info. They have better technology than you, trying to take your money while you're trying to marathon and while you're trying to sprint instead of thinking about the marathon. Slow and steady. Okay? Take your time. Big trades will come, and those big trades are going to grow those accounts when they come. Not every trade is going to be a big trade. 1 out of every, there's no number I know, but 1 out of every 200 trades, 100 trades could be big, is big, right? Takes time. Unless you're scalp trading, right? Then none of them are big. It's all small scalps. Surround yourself by people, and this typo here, by people who push you and make you better. Surround yourself by people that are there to push you to be the best version of you. It's just like a team, right? It's like a team. At FIT, we have a team. We have a team of people that are doing different things, but it helps push us to be better as a community. I don't try and do what Sherv does. Sherv doesn't try and do what I do. We try and work together, right? Includes the rest of the leadership team. We try and work together. But I've surrounded people that are going to push me and push the community to be better. Friends, family, people closest to you, make sure those are people that are pushing you to be better, not people pushing you down. Surround yourself with traders. If you're in a community, if you're at Fit and there's 360 people there, and you have 5 guys or gals that you don't really like, you don't like the way they trade, don't engage in those conversations. Don't talk with those people. Find your group, the group that really makes you feel better and you know are pushing you. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with success. Don't go follow somebody that's never done it before. Don't go follow somebody that doesn't know how to do it. Follow somebody that does and is pushing you to be better. Last but not least, take personal time this month. Take time away from the charts. Take time off during the day. Don't sit there for 8 hours. Okay? Take time. Trade 4 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, whatever it is. Take a day off a week. If you can't do it, then you're so addicted, right? And you're never going to detach from the market. I see people go on vacation and all they're doing in vacation is checking the stock quotes, right? Updating trading view. Can't detach from the market because you're so addicted to, what if I miss the next thing? Oh, yeah, you're going to miss something. We miss something every day when we're sitting there. It doesn't matter. We still miss it. And we're sitting there. We're watching it happen. Take time. Detach, though, when you take it. Don't bring your phone with you. If you take a day off, you're going to hang out with your friends or your kids or your loved one, whatever it is. Don't look at the stocks. Detach. Can you do it? If you can do it, your mind's in a really good place. You don't need to make money every day. You don't need to worry about what's Tesla doing today? What's Bitcoin doing today? You don't need to. Don't worry. It'll be there tomorrow again, and there'll be more opportunities. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It's all about getting you on that road to being a professional. Peace out, everybody.